Hey Aries, let's do your reading. Let's do general first. Let's see what's going on. Too many. It's funny that you come out as this wizard of awareness, okay? Very similar to Aries or the Emperor, right? You see the similarities between that? Threes are going to be significant for you guys. All right, if you're feeling like things have gotten stuck or stagnant for you, you are going to be moving forward quickly. You also have help coming in. You may have asked for like a mentor, a coach, or some type of assistance. Let's find out more. Okay. There's a need for you to do some type of cleanse. I have out on YouTube, I have a cord cutting video. Go and do that video and just keep clearing your energy. Like you're going through another transformation. And even I experience this too, right? I have these mini awakenings all the time. Like I'm constantly shifting my awareness where then I'm having like, I'm shifting to a completely different timeline, or I'm having these massive epiphanies like, oh, okay, I get it. That's why that's happening. So you're having like this awakening. I'm getting pulled to the butterfly here. I don't know if you could see that. There's a butterfly though coming up out of this water. So there's a need for you to let go of some people, places, things, or habits. So they're preventing you from having that transformation. Like just get out a piece of paper and do a brain dump. What do you think is holding you back? Write it all down. Okay, start letting that shit go. Stop doing them. To let those habits go. Change those habits. There's a need for you to just go with the flow, ride the wave. So dolphins may be significant. Like you're being led in the direction that you're supposed to go in, but it's almost like you're kind of sitting in victim mentality on this, okay? Like, oh, why aren't things working out? Why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening? Get out of that mindset. Everything is happening for you, not to you. You're being led in the right direction. Just relax, enjoy the ride, chill the fuck out. It's almost like you've been conditioned to think if constant chaos isn't happening or constant changes or constant movement, then nothing is happening. But you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, okay? Now, like for me, it used to be chaotic when things would be changing. I've manifested peace. Peace is like my number one value. So even when I'm going through these massive awakenings or these massive changes, they're somewhat peaceful for me because I manifested that. Because that's my number one thing. I protect that peace at all costs, right? So don't be thinking that if it's peaceful or quiet that there's something wrong. I love this. Okay. You are going to be moving in a different direction. Physically moving and or mentally moving in a different direction from what you thought you should be doing. This should excite you. Like some of your energy, I feel like you're like, no, this is going to be super exciting. Because the last card out is coming to life. Okay, again, with that butterfly. There's a butterfly down here. This is where you're being led to. You're being led to like an amazing, new, beautiful timeline. All right, let's find out what's going on in love. Okay, hold on. I just dropped one. Okay, this is the second part. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we have heart-to-heart conversations. Free yourself. and then retreat. And I feel like for some of you, you're stuck in a situation so honestly discuss your feelings with each other. It's time to take control of your life back, and it's time to disconnect from the world. Like, it's time for you to go into hermit mode, decide exactly what it is that you want. All right. It's like you're, and I remember doing this. Like, I also remember doing this. You get an idea in your head, and you're like, all right, full speed ahead. And now you travel down that road 472 miles. You weren't supposed to go that far, okay? You were only supposed to go a mile or two and then take another turn. So it's like, it's time for you to acknowledge that that's not the road that you should be on. You should be on a different road. But think of it like this. You have all these desires. You have all these things that you're trying to manifest, right? And imagine, I have a picture of it over here, but imagine this is you right here, right now. Here's you. I want all these things, okay? And here you could see in the future where you have all those things. This space in between both of those, the now and the future, that space in between is called the bridge of incidence, okay? On that bridge of incidence, the bridge leading you from point A to point B, you having all your manifestations, you're taking the long route. There is actually a shortcut to get you from point A to point B. But you're like, nope, I'm already on this road. I'm not getting off. You're going to be traveling for another couple thousand miles. Let's just put it that way. If you don't get off and switch, you're going to be doing this, the same thing, over and over and over and over and over and over. At some point, like 6 months from now, you're going to be like, what the fuck? And then you're going to realize, I got to take this exit over here, okay? So there's a shortcut that you're refusing to take because you're like, no, I already said this. We're locked in. I used to have a hard time with change. So just consider that there's a shortcut that your guides, your higher self, are trying to get you to take. And you're like, nope, 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 nope. I'm going to keep going this way. Okay, don't keep going that way. Because in a couple of months, you're going to be pissed off that you didn't just take the shortcut. All right, now let's find out more. Heart-to-heart conversations. If you are dealing with someone right now, it's time for you to like cut yourself loose from them. And like, I've done this before. Like, if I'm dating somebody and they're reflecting something back at me that I don't like, I cut ties with that person, and I will come and I will work on myself, which is exactly what you need to do. Okay? You need to have, if you're dealing with someone, you may want to take a break from them and just go and work on yourself. You're not listening to your intuition. We talked about that. I have the High Priestess and Temperance in reverse, which tells me you're not tempering your own emotions either. Your emotions, that's energy in motion. So, like, how you feel is determining the thoughts that you're having. The thoughts that you're having is creating the reality that you're experiencing. So, what are your emotions? What energy are you giving off? What are you radiating? What is that emotion? Because that's what's triggering the thoughts, then generating your 3D. You want to correct that. You want to just focus on yourself, listen to your intuition, and get your emotions in order. All right, let's see. That was on heart to heart conversations. You know, I kind of think that that's you needing to have a conversation with you, like you getting crystal clear on what it is that you want to create in your life. And I do this on a daily, not a daily basis, but maybe a weekly basis, where it's like, okay, what would I like to accomplish? Where do I want to be in the future? Because it changes. It always changes. It should change. Your aspirations, your desires, you should always be wanting better or more, right? For yourself. Okay, you have a King of Cups. Aw, I love this. If you follow this to a T, exactly how I've laid it out, exactly what I've said, you have this love coming in, okay? And this person is going to match how you feel about you. The Two of Cups, all this is, male or female, right, is just the mirror of you, what you believe about yourself. Oh, that's some weird lighting. Sorry about that. Do you see how they're literally mirroring each other? That this person is only going to mirror back to you how you feel about you. Okay? So how do you feel about you? Get in touch with your emotions. Listen to your intuition and temper your emotions. Take my free self-concept workshop. Also, I would recommend Make Them Chase You. In both of those, I discuss one about staying in your frame, but the other is that scale of consciousness. So I've developed my own scale of consciousness from Dr. David R. Hawkins, Power versus Force. If you look at that scale of consciousness, those are all the emotions are listed. Your lower level ego-driven emotions are very much where you're stuck in victim mentality. Everything is happening to me. Once you raise those emotions and you get a little higher, you get out of that victim mentality and you get into everything is happening for me. Yeah, okay, great. Come on, transformation. Oh, all right, this guy just ghosted me. Transformation, it's happening for me. It's happening so that it never happens again. So I could understand how I just created that, and this way I don't create it again. Okay, everything is happening for you, not to you. Let's get a goddess card for you guys. Okay, so this person could be a water sign. Don't get hung up on the signs though. I read mostly like from archetypes. Okay, go outside. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So I'm getting pulled to the moon where her third eye is. Like going outside, especially barefoot, you're going to be open to receiving a lot of information. Compassion, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Okay. I wanted to pull on retreat. Okay. Get into alignment exactly with what we talked about. Okay. Anything that I brought up in this, follow to a T. Okay. By retreating and getting into alignment and doing what I'm telling you to do, you bring in this 10 of Pentacles and a 3 of Cups. A lot to celebrate. This is the ultimate in terms of safety and security. Again, I read for the feminine. So what the feminine is always looking for is that safety, is that security. All right. That's the type of masculine that they truly desire to be with. Some wouldn't admit that, but that's what the feminine wants. They want to be safe and they want to feel secure. All right. I love you guys. You got this.